Lee Remick, the luminous star whose grace, beauty, and extraordinary talent captivated audiences across stage and screen, lived a life that, while glittering with Hollywood success, was also shadowed by heartbreak and tragedy that makes her story deeply poignant and unforgettable. Born in Quincy, Massachusetts in 1935, Remick was destined for stardom from a young age, her elegance and natural charm setting her apart. She made her film debut in A Face in the Crowd, 1957, and quickly rose to prominence, establishing herself as one of Hollywood's most gifted actresses. With unforgettable performances in classics like Anatomy of a Murder, Days of Wine and Roses, and The Omen, she displayed a range few could match, portraying vulnerability, strength, innocence, and terror with a sincerity that touched millions. Critics praised her artistry and fans adored her. But behind the brilliance of her career was a woman enduring struggles that would eventually lead to a heartbreaking end. Though she was admired for her poise, Remick's personal life was often far more turbulent than the characters she played. Her first marriage to television director Bill Colleran ended in divorce after a decade, a devastating experience that left her juggling the demands of motherhood with the pressures of a demanding career. Her second marriage to producer William Wilson brought stability. But even with love and family, she carried emotional burdens. Like many women of her era, she faced the relentless scrutiny of Hollywood's beauty standards, which took a toll on her self-confidence, even as audiences celebrated her elegance. Her performances, especially in Days of Wine and Roses, in which she played a woman consumed by alcoholism, were hauntingly authentic because they mirrored the struggles she observed and quietly endured in her own life. By the late 1980s, when many hoped she would enjoy a quieter, fulfilled chapter, Lee Remick's life took its most devastating turn. In 1989, she was diagnosed with kidney cancer, a battle that would define her final years. The diagnosis shocked Hollywood, as she had always been the picture of radiant health and vitality. But Remick faced the illness with remarkable dignity and strength. Friends and colleagues admired her courage as she continued to work despite her failing health, refusing to let the disease strip her of her identity as an actress and a fighter. Sadly, on July 2, 1991, at just 55 years old, Lee Remick's life was cut short, leaving the world in mourning for a woman whose presence had illuminated both stage and screen. Her untimely passing was a devastating blow to Hollywood and her fans, who remembered her not just for her roles but for her warmth, intelligence, and humanity. The tragedy of Lee Remick's life lies not only in her premature death, but in the quiet struggles she bore with grace, the hardships she endured behind the camera, and the legacy left incomplete. Yet even in tragedy, her story shines as a reminder of resilience, of artistry that transcends time, and of a star whose light, though extinguished too soon, continues to glow in the hearts of those who still cherish her work.